All right, so we are back, and I forgot to turn my lights on. All right, so now we are actually back, and today we're talking about, well, we were going to talk about Logan Paul and Anderson Silva and how that fight makes all the sense in the world. For Logan, he can continue that Randy Orton legend killer arc. Before you guys say it, fine, yes, I'm Randy Orton's brother, okay? I'll hit you with a motherfucking RKO out of nowhere, too. Regardless, it does seem like Logan is set up to fight Anderson Silva next. Apparently, Logan's manager has confirmed this. There's been a rumored date on September 19th, leaked DMs, the whole thing. That was the topic of the video. Well, until Austin Mcbroom decided to pipe up. Because Austin Mcbroom, fresh off a meal in some restaurant in LA, by the way, do we know if he actually paid for that meal? I know he has a hard time with paying out things that he owes. He basically does this interview where he talks about his fight with KSI and how Logan needs a win to even be considered as Austin's next opponent, which I'm not sure who asked. Austin decided he was going to name Logan's opponent, and it wasn't going to be Anderson Silva. It wasn't even going to be Mike Tyson, who had been rumored, or maybe even Tommy Fury. It was going to be the most competitive out of all those fights, and it was going to be against Bryce Hall. I tried not to laugh. I did come across a video that just came out today from Bryce Hall called "I Knocked My Hater Out." I'm gonna prove exactly why Bryce should never fight Logan Paul. It's a pretty simple answer, but fuck it, it's a slow news week, so let's take a look anyway. We got Bryce getting out of his Tesla with ominous Thanos-style music with a shirt that says "One Punch" and has the date of his fight with Austin on it. I don't know if that means he landed one punch in that fight, because that'd be accurate. Also accurate, he parked in front of a trash can, which is where these boxing gloves should go, because he should never fucking do this again.
You never fought? I never fight in my life.
Okay, so, I mean, exactly what I'm talking about. You heard it straight from Dollar General fucking Ivan Drago himself. This guy's never fought anybody, and I can almost guarantee you that Bryce is gonna try to hurt him. 100%. Like, you're not gonna get on camera and let this dude that has no skills tune you up. I've just never been cool with guys that have some sort of training, even if it is Bryce, who, you know, is not a great boxer. Yeah, I'm never gonna be cool with guys that try to hurt fools that have no training for some views. I'm not down with that.
Are you gonna knock him out?
I'm gonna feel bad. He's gonna feel bad, but not bad enough to keep it off YouTube, not record it, or just not do it in the first place, because money and views are more important than hurting a guy that's never done this. Swell, Bryce. I am interested to see if Bryce is a little more technical. I wish it wasn't in this environment, but at the same time, this is probably the most comfortable he'll feel, not in front of fans, in front of a guy that probably can't hurt him if he tried. So maybe Bryce has improved a little bit, and maybe this actually shows a little bit of skill he has, and hopefully to God he doesn't try to fucking maul this guy. The first fucking exchange! Bryce gets clipped! It looks just like the Stromedy spar he had. Again, a guy just tossing out a lead hand and a right hand behind it, him not recognizing it, and gets clipped on the chin. The hair goes flying. Wow, dude. Actually, I'm not too upset now. Fuck it. I'm not too upset at it. Do your thing, Bryce. Okay, very nice. Right hand. Left uppy. These aren't, like, it's hard to see what's actually happening here. That was round one? Okay. What the fuck? Oh my God, what is this? And again, fuck all these people for videoing it, man. I can't stand this type of shit. Content is king, though, so everybody here in their Supreme backpacks and their Nordstrom's rack outfits, plus their Instagram wannabe model standing next to them, they gotta whip their phones out and fucking take a video of Bryce beating up some dude that's never put gloves on. Sick, man. And Bryce is trying to hit him. That's not a fake punch. He's trying to hit him. This guy just extends his hands. The punch comes nowhere near this guy's face, and he falls anyway. What the fuck? By the way, the Sid the Sloth comparisons, yep, they're 100% accurate. All right, so there's actually another view of this, believe it or not, from this guy's channel. Jamu TV. So let's take a look and see if there was anything that Bryce's team, because we know they love to edit some of these spars. Let's see if they left anything out here. Let's see if Bryce really got caught with that first exchange. Oh, wow, Bryce biting on feints. Interesting.
Give it.
Son of a bitch, he did! Cracked him with the right hand. I cannot believe this guy has never thrown a punch. Watch this. Clang on the button. Bryce Hall's fucking hairline just left Earth. This is why I say Bryce should not be boxing anymore. There was a tweet somewhere where somebody was like, why didn't you show this in the Austin fight talking about this video, and Bryce was saying something like, yeah, I'll be back. It was just nerves. Was it nerves that this guy with no boxing experience cracked you with a right hand as soon as he put gloves on for the first time? I don't fucking think so, bud. All right, Bryce coming forward, which he should do. I mean, this guy has no experience. Like, look at Bryce throw this right hand, man. Again, swinging from the hip, stiff as fuck. He tries to pull down the lead hand, right hand behind it. He's throwing a baseball pitch. And again, look at the overextension. Weight completely transferred, no balance in the shot. He's trying to headhunt a guy that's never boxed before. So before you guys get in the comments and say, oh, he wasn't going hard, it was for entertainment, Bryce is trying to hurt the guy. Like, that's not an entertainment shot. You don't throw these kind of right hands for entertainment. He's trying to hurt him. And it's so funny that this guy landed the cleanest shot of the fight, too. Like, this, that's not an entertainment shot. This one, check this right hand. He's trying to hurt that motherfucker, and he just can't. Like, look at this hook, man. He clips him with the inside of his wrist because this guy has no idea how to avoid a hook or any balance. He's on one foot. Bryce throws it from his fucking ankle bone, and of course he's going to hurt the guy and hits him in the back of the head. Nice. Like, even then, he gets caught with a jab. They both trade, but Bryce is the one that gets caught with a jab here. It's so funny. Look, Bryce is the one that gets tagged. He doesn't even touch old buddy. But again, just a guy framing him. He doesn't know how to deal with. That jab lands, whiffs on the right hand. This guy gets caught with his face down. Big uppercut from Bryce. Then, of course, this guy comes forward, completely off balance, doesn't realize the hands need to come back to the face. And I don't know if that lands, but it was a nice snappy hook from Bryce. Little uppercut, yeah. Again, I mean, I don't know what this proves. He's struggling to hit a guy that's never put gloves on before. Like, look at that wild-ass left hook. Nice judge of distance. Favorite 0-1 boxer. What is this? I mean, even this guy knows to get out of range in time.
Give me.
If this guy would just come forward on Bryce, he'd have a lot of success. Because Bryce does that right there. Bryce, like a lot of guys that are new, when met with pressure, will go straight backward. This is why Austin was able to land so much on him. He wasn't given any angle change, slipping out one way or the other. Austin would come forward. Bryce would just stand there with his head straight up in the air and run straight backward. Oh my God, he landed again on him. Clean. Right hand on the chin. And he's throwing X's in the air. My man is throwing rock'em sock'em robot shots and landing on Bryce. This is not a good look for Bryce. I truly don't understand what he thinks he's gaining by having some sort of a competitive spar in a yard where he's not trying to let up on this guy. He's trying to hit him hard. And this guy beats him to the punch. This is fucking terrible. I'm not even talking about Logan Paul anymore because do I even fucking have to?
I told you don't stand a chance, bro.
And then, of course, we have Captain Obvious on steroids coming over in the middle of it to say, hey, you don't stand a chance, bro. Yeah, you fucking think? How about he takes his basketball shooter sleeve and his fucking sweet tarts and head back to the weight room, get your pump on.
Come on, Bryce, get the thumbnail.
Come on, Bryce, get the thumbnail. As if we didn't already know what this video was meant to do in the first place. By the way, I already got my thumbnail. Bryce catching a right hand to the jaw from a guy that's never boxed. He gets landed on again, son. Boom. Jab lands under his, and this guy's head movement takes him off the center line. Dude. And then a right hook, that lands. Left shovel, that lands. Right hand over the top. Look at the reactions. The guy has no idea what he's doing and draws this reaction out of Bryce Hall. Jab to the body. You know where he's going. Yep. You had to know that was coming next. All right, so this is so hilarious. Bryce touches him, right? Little upstairs short hook. He puts him down. The guy just isn't used to getting hit on the bridge of the nose. And then they use a separate clip where Bryce, the same one we saw, where Bryce doesn't even hit him. And he goes down. That's not even the same clip. I'm really surprised that, like, that's not Bryce trying to let up. Like, let's be honest. That's not. Even though the shot is terrible, it comes from his shoelaces, right? He's had this same problem with all his shots, being so stiff and throwing the slappy overhands. And even then, lands on the dude's shoulder. Listen to the oohs and ahs. Ooh. This is a joke, man. All right, so there you have it. Bryce Hall spars another YouTuber in his backyard and actually has some trouble with him. Believe it or not. This guy gives him a decent spar. Bryce doing this and sparring people in his backyard for money and views and stuff like that. And the people that are back there filming it and laughing, I've never been cool with, and I'm not now. It's garbage. At least this guy didn't get absolutely crumbled, even though Bryce was trying to, and the skills just weren't there. So, yeah, there you have it. The question that we began the video with, should Logan Paul fight Bryce Hall? No, of course not. And this was never a question to begin with. Austin Mcbroom just has delusions of grandeur because his head is filled up with all the debts that he owes guys like Bryce Hall. If Bryce is going to do this, he's got to go back and train more. Like, this is flat embarrassing that this guy landed on him. Not only once, but multiple times, and Bryce had a hard time getting to him. The sad part is they edited it just like the Stromedy video, and it still didn't look great. I hate this type of shit where guys that are trained try to beat up on guys that aren't for views and money, so I'm always going to call it out. I don't care if it's for entertainment and for laughs. It wouldn't have been funny had Bryce had any skill and been able to actually touch the guy with the shots he threw. He would have hurt him badly. But will Bryce find a way to fight someone with actual skill? Will Austin find more ways to distract people from the fact that he and Live by Live aren't paying fighters? And finally, will Logan Paul actually fight Anderson Silva, and could he beat him? That's a topic for another video, and if rumors are to be believed, before the year's over, I guess we'll find out.